Welcome to the 7th tutorial of this series. In this video we will learn how to calculate difference between dates and look at different date formats. So let's get started. Use clinical system database. Select from table operation, and the fields we are choosing is operation date. Let's see what the results are, and then in this tutorial we will use a few functions. The very first one is convert. First of all, we need to look how many characters we need to view in the date format. So we are going to use char. Let's see, we'll say number 8, and then the name of the field, operation date, and 3. When we run this query, you'll see it is showing 8 characters from operation date, 16th of July 93 in the first one, and so on. What if we want to view the century as well? In that case, we do convert char. Then we need 10 characters because 2 for the date, 2 for the month, and 4 for the year. So we need 10 characters. And then name of the field is operation date, and for this the code is 103. These are the codes listed on Microsoft website, SQL Server website. You can go and try yourself through help pages. If we run this query now, as you can see, with 8 characters you can see date, month, and year, and with 10 characters you can also see century as well, 16th of July 1993. So this is one of the functions we use to calculate dates. Next one we are going to do is, first of all, delete these, and the function we are going to use, as you can see from IntelliSense, the different functions: date add, date diff, date name. We are going to use date name function, and week day operator in there, operation date, as we give alias to this field as day. So when we run this, it is showing the day of the week. Date name is the function which displays according to this operator whether you want to view the day, month, year, or day of the week. So in this one we use day of the week. Let's try for the day. Date name. Now we'll try with day. We'll use double D, operation date, and we give this alias as date. Now we run the query and see the results. Now it's showing 16th, which is the 16th day from the date. Next, if we want to look at name of the month, we can do for month, and name of the field as month, and then finally we can also view the year from the date, operation date, as year. So when we run this query, you can see it displaying day of the week, date, month, and year. Now in the next section we are going to use another function. Let's delete this, and that is, now we are going to calculate the difference between two dates. The function we use for that purpose is called dateDiff. I think we didn't put the comma in, that's why our IntelliSense isn't working. dateDiff, and parameters for this, first of all you need to put like what do you want to view in days, months, or year. I'm putting in days. Now I'm going to make a little change in here. For example, if the patient is referred for a procedure, so if we need to know how many days it took for the patient from refer date to procedure date, so in this query we'll calculate that. So let's put referral date as well for our, it will be easy to view the difference. So I'm going to put referral date there, and the difference is from operation date. So we can call it referral to treatment days. So when I run this, you can see the difference. This is the operation date, that's the referral date, and this is the difference. Referral to treatment days, which is calculated as 31 days. What if we want to know the date difference between when the operation was done and from today's date? For that purpose, we are going to use two functions. First of all, to calculate, we'll use dateDiff, and because it's been few years since the operation was performed, so we'll calculate in years. Year, operation date, and then for today's date there is another function which is called getDate, as we can call it treatment age. So if I run this, you can see it's been 23 years since this operation was performed. This 9 years, 11 years, and this is just recently, last year. Now we will use another function called dateAdd to find out exact age. Let's put dateAdd, and then we are going to find out how many years we are adding to our total age, which we just calculated. Control C and Control V, and then comma, operation date. If we run this, it will display us the exact date when the procedure was performed. It was performed on 16th of July 1993, but we are adding 23 years into this date, and it comes up with 16th of July 2016. You can also call as like birthday of this procedure, and we give it alias as exact date of procedure, total years. And then we move on to, we'll write a case statement, because if we look at this, it is 16th of July 2016, supposed to be 23 years, but we are not in month of July yet. So this is supposed to be 22 years, this is supposed to be 13 years, and because we are in month of February, so 18th, this 23rd of Jan has already passed, so 18 calculated correctly, but these dates, these years are not the correct reflection of the calculation. So for that purpose we are going to use a case statement. When this field, Control C, Control V, is greater than today's date. So today's date is getDate function. So what we are saying is, if this date, this field, which is exact date of procedure to year date, this one is greater than today's date, because there's no space, I'm putting into second line, then display us, this is the total age calculation, total age minus 1, else total age. And then we end the case statement like this, as we call it as exact age. So when I run this, as you can see in the result, where the month hasn't passed yet, is displaying a year less because of this case statement, taking a year off from the total age. But where the month has passed, for example 23rd of Jan, this is showing 18 years, similar to the calculation we did in here, total age. But where the month, for example this one, 15th of December 16, so this procedure was performed on 15th of December 2015, but in our total age calculation it is showing 1 year, but as we know it's only been 3 months since this procedure was performed, so it's not a complete year, so for that reason it's showing as 0. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please post your comments and feedback. There are more videos available to watch and learn from, so please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.